From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And into a sea of red, we're underway in Kansas City. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards. As he's down at the 15. This is Williams. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the game early.
And down he'll go at the 25. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Ace!
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
58's to Mike. 58's to Mike. Ready? Check 26. Check 26.
Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage and then clearing space.
On the ground, this is Williams. And down to the 36-yard line here. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
You don't want to see me. You don't want it. Watch twist. Watch. Ace! Ace! Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Rip left.
On second down, Williams. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And the play clock about to expire. Andy Reid notices it and takes a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a pitch out to Williams. Gave a glimpse of his quick feet and then taken down right at the 30. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Yes, sir.
On the toss, here's Williams. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
Black 58 rail.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow his offensive lineman to get up to the second level.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A first trip to the red zone for KC. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Z. Ready. Blue 45.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That one good for 17 yards. And now they've got it 1st and goal.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike.
They'll run it with Williams. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Tight right. Hey. We got 3. We got 3. Ace. Back.
Mahomes going to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Here we go. Green 39.
They'll try to run it in. It's Williams.
Lay down.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
This offense bent the defense in their long drive downfield, but once they got within sight of the goal line, the defense went to don't break mode and is stiffened.
Slow, slow, slow. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand.
Black, come on.
Wentz now on 1st down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there against the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Run. 81.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Shorty.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Blitz 5-7. Black. On the ball.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Caught right side. Tate. His first catch, good for 9 and a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Two first downs have him up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Going on 1st is Wentz. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Tight end right.
Great 15.
Working from the gun. Wentz. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now Wentz on 3rd down. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 2 minutes remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arrowhead after this. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
Great 15.
Shotgun now for Wentz.
Watch the run. Solid, baby. That's baby.
Now he'll let it go deep. He's got it at the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Sunday.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing. And as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 3rd and goal, this Chiefs defense. They're giving it all they got.
Gold, gold.
Check safety, check.
Hey, stash.
Check 59.
81, 81. Great.
Now wins. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles.
Blitz.
Alshon Jeffrey in the final seconds of the first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Short kick. One of the others will take it down. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10.
3 down. Here we go now. Blue 45.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Come on now.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Once again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw his wins. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Mike 27. Mike 27. Mike 27. You got nothing in there.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And some room to work. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver and tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
I got him. Hey. We got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. Watch tight end. Hey, boys, we got 4. 4 down. Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Left.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
They run. It's Williams. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Now, they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On 1st down, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Black, come on.
Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
I got trips this side. We got
the pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. An Eagle 1st down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack.
Great.
Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Wentz now to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college. And our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal?
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Kendall Fuller, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Black 58, Rail! Black 58!
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Butker now to kick this one away. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Allen Bailey in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just 1 big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
We're back now in KC. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Here's Wentz to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
If you're a defender, one of the fun things about playing zone defenses, especially in today's football, is that it's not as static as it was in the good old days, meaning you just drop to a point and react into the football. Now you end up with a lot of man-to-man principles once you get into your zone defense. In other words, get to your assignment and then locate a guy coming into your area, and then you end up covering him almost man for man. That allows him to make more plays on the football like the one we just saw there.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo. Here we go. Blue 45.
On 1st down, Mahomes. He's going to go deep for Conley. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. It's Conley, 33 yards. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And that was really just a great battle for that football on both sides. The result is a touchdown.
Ordinarily, I'd like to say it was a win-win, but it really wasn't because the defender, while he was there with excellent coverage, he didn't get the benefit, did he?
But he's not going to get chewed up in film session, will
No,
he?
he was right there. They'll tell him, okay, of course you need to knock the ball away, but they won't be too upset with him. He did his job for the most part.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
82.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on 1st down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Ertz over the middle. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 37. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Wendell Smallwood taking it in from 11 yards out, and the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott on for the extra point. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. Elliott now to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Ready, green 39, green 39.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. He's airing it out for Williams. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now it's Mahomes again. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 23 yards on the play.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Mahomes to throw once more. That one complete to Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he takes this into the end zone for a chase touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Butker now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Tight is right. Odd. 5 down.
Black. 82. Black.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Gold.
Strong right.
52, great.
5 down. Stand up in.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Now a desperation throw deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 43 yards.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
74.
Throwing on first is Wentz. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
81.
Again, it's Wentz. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
Elliott good with a PAT as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Elliott now to kick this one away. Here's the dangerous Tyreek Hill. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Four down, check.
Mahomes going to throw it here. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Mike 27. Go.
Mahomes to throw. Caught. Kelsey, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
We got four.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Me.
Now Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins diving for the end zone, and the ball's knocked out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Double tight.
Interesting. Mahomes wants to throw it. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
To throw is Mahomes. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here.
Hang
They
in
got
there
step
now.
one,
Hang
the
in there
touchdown.
now.
You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. Elliott now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Spinning away. And now here comes Kansas City. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always. Hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Yeah, that's how we do, D.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.